Hello guys, this is Silas here with another art journal layout. First step is to wrap some pattern paper and then I use gel medium to glue them down. I also used some tissue paper. Then I put a layer of gesso on top of it. I didn't want to cover the whole pattern paper, I just wanted to push it more to the background. After this, I applied another layer of gesso, this time with spatula, to create more texture to my background. Then I started to apply several layers of acrylic paints. I have used Pebeo acrylic paints, some of them are iridescent, so my background will have this kind of interesting shimmer. I also applied modeling paste with spatula and Heidi Swapp stencil to create another layer of texture, and then I used a wet baby wipe to wash away or more likely rub away some acrylic paint in order to create more like distress look. After this, I added another layer of acrylic paints. Shade is called burnt sienna, to give my paint more vintage look. And after this, my background is pretty much finished. Then I transferred my sketch of the ballerina on my page, and first I covered the whole area with white acrylic paint. I did this because other more translucent paints I will later put on top of it will be more visible. And then I started to apply some base layers of paints. I didn't try to mix the exact final color which I will use, but I applied many layers of paints until I was happy with my results. I also didn't try to create a very realistic painting. I just wanted more like impressionistic feel. As you will see on the video, I had to rework some area over and over again because I wasn't very happy with my result. It was usually because I was way too impatient and I didn't let the layer completely dry, and when I later put more paint on top of it, previous layers lifted up and I ended with complete mess. The same problem happened when I tried to overblend some areas. It's because when you work with acrylics, you have to work pretty fast, unlike working with oils when you have plenty of time to blend your colors. And as much as I am aware of this fact, it doesn't mean that I don't make this mistake over and over again when I try to overblend something and with complete mess and have to start over. For example, you could see this later when I tried to create dark shadow under the bottom leg, and I had to rework this area a few times, and one time I had to completely wipe it off and start over because I tried to overblend it and layers lifted up, then it looked terrible. Now you could see what I was talking about when I had to completely white off shadow under the bottom leg and I had to start over. For my focal point, I wanted to be ballet shoes, so on final layer I used gold acrylic paints, which gave it a nice shimmer and brings more attention to it. In the end, I outlined with dark color ballet shoes and also the hand to create more like definition and contrast. the same gold paint I used to color ballet shoes, I used for coloring the texture that I created with modeling paste. I didn't want to the shimmer was to be only on ballet shoes, so I added this paint also to the texture to balance more my page, and after this I added some splashes with white acrylic paint. Then I started work on my quote. I used quote from Peter Pan. I think it's very beautiful and have kind of a magic feel. To be honest, I wasn't sure if I use gel pen or acrylic paint, but as much as I love white gel pen, it didn't show very well on this very texturized background. So I decided to use acrylic paint. It is not very easy to write something with paint and brush, or more likely I'm just not very good at it, so it took me quite a lot of time, but I am happy with the result now. I also had to add at least 2 layers of paint, so the color of my writing would be more opaque. As always, in the end of the video you can see some close-up photos of my page, so don't forget to check them out. Thank you very much for your attention. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I would be very happy if you give me thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. And I would also love to hear any of your comment, thought or suggestions. You can also follow me on Instagram to see what project I am currently working on. Thank you and see you next time. Bye!